Morning of day 2. What's with this guy? I think he's camera shy. Growler's Pride orange juice. So the morning of day 2, official. We slept in. It was cold, and yesterday was a long day. I'm gonna shake this up somewhere. So we're just having breakfast and getting situated, and we'll probably be hunting in an hour. All right, late start on day 2. We're heading out, going to get us an elk today.
And tomorrow. Meaning,
oh yeah,
late enough in the day that
yeah, it's
probably get most of it or some of it out today and the rest tomorrow.
Yeah, it's 12 o'clock now, our time. So yeah, by the time if we get lucky and get one early in the day, we might pack it out before dark. But
we're gonna have to do a lot of glassing to find them bedded down.
Yeah.
Until we get up in the evening and start moving around.
Yeah. Something I just remembered yesterday after we shot that doe, it was with 2 other does, who of course scampered away. They ran, and I think it's on video, they ran about maybe 100 yards away from the one that we shot and kind of stopped and looked back and, like, where's Susan? Come on, join us. And then they ran off. We went down to the kill site and started, gutting the deer. And I looked over, and less than a quarter mile away from us were those 2 deer grazing like it was nothing. And just kind of an interesting aspect of the way the animals behave. All right, gearing up for our hike out to a spot we're going to be glassing. We're at a higher elevation than we're our last hunting spot by at least 500 feet, I'm going to guess. So this area has a valley on both sides of this road that we're going to go down. And it just has a lot of area to cover as far as watching for these animals. On the way up, there was a truck of 4 hunters coming down. Didn't look like they had anything in the back, but we really couldn't tell since they had a cover on like Russ's. But so their morning hunt is obviously done. Our afternoon hunt is just beginning. So as we're walking down this ridge, Russ is on the right side. I'm down on the left side on what would be called I think it's called the military bridge. So you're not exactly skylined, but that's not necessarily the reasoning. It's just so we can get a better view of either side as we walk down and to find a spot to spend the day glassing, or spend an hour or 2. We can literally see for a good, I'd say over 5 miles here.
Well, this is really promising, but it's probably a 400 or 500 foot climb. And I think there's other places that we can just as promising, without the daunting fact of climbing this hill 4 times with a elk quarter.
This could be hard enough walking it just with the weight on our backs now. It's steep and slippery. So I'm going to say something that might sound a little bit weird, stupid, silly, whatever. But I kind of feel like all the training and experience that I've had in my life through the military and my own exploring sort of culminating in my success up here because it is bitterly cold and I am eating more calories like they've trained us to in cold weather environments. I'm wearing layers and I'm taking those off as needed as I feel the sweat building up, and consuming trail mix and protein bars and that kind of stuff. So it's a demanding environment without a doubt. So we're hiking in this valley. It's heavily wooded and surrounded on both sides by a steep hill, so it is considerably colder. This is more like the cold I was anticipating. I got my gloves on and my hot hands in my gloves, and just trying to stave off the crispy cold fingers that this weather brings. It is beautiful back here. I was talking to the camera. Yeah.
So, did you get a shot of some of this stuff?
I'll get a picture after.
Okay. Super beautiful back in here. From where we parked the truck, the first waypoint on my scouting trip in June was 1.5 miles. And it's an easy, well-maintained trail that's relatively flat. But if we get a elk down back in here, it's going to be a total of 9 to 12 miles of walking to get it out of here. So I was thinking for the last 20 minutes as we're walking back in here, I ran it by John and he agrees. If we go back to where we first saw those elk the first morning, where I killed that deer, we didn't see another single boot track back in there. It was a very short walk from where we parked the truck, easily accessible, and we can only minimal amount of relocating to cover a huge amount of country. So we're going to get back, get a good night's sleep, get a dinner at the cafe, and then get up at 4 o'clock and head out there, pack some peanut butter sandwiches and stay out there all day. That's the plan.
We wanted to get some food.
Dude, they're closed.
You know?
Alright, Chili Mac it is.
Alright, we're coming here to get some home-cooked grub, just like it says right there. Home-cooked grub. But Sally said they're closing at 2 today. She forgot to post that on the Hunters Facebook page that we don't even check. So
we'll do Chili Mac for dinner.
So with the cafe closed, we are fending for ourselves. I'm grilling the sausage. Russ is gonna do the, I think, what's that, the hash browns for tomorrow?
No, right now we're doing Chili Mac for dinner tonight.
Right, but, oh, you're just doing the water then?
Yeah, I'm gonna boil.
You don't have a smaller bowl?
No, that's all I got.
I thought I saw a better, either way. Hold on, I'm gonna go find him a better bowl. So here's the thing about where we're at. It's cold right here. I mean cold. Stalk? S-T-A-L-K. But like when we're out in the field hunting, it is not nearly this cold, or I mean, this isn't uncomfortably cold, but it's cold. If it was like this out in the hunting grounds, man, it would not be the same scenario. But I don't know. I don't understand it. I mean, obviously we're walking around out there, but there's a slight breeze right now that we haven't had at all out there. But it's, I'm going to say 10 degrees outside. What do you think, Russ?
It feels cold. I don't know how cold it is, but
Yeah.
it's cold.
So weird. I mean, look at the breath. All that COVID-19, C-19, C-19er. Here's the moon. All right, generally, this is the end of day 2.
Yeah.
End of day 2. Short day. Things didn't pan out quite how we hoped. But we got a good plan tomorrow, and I predict us and elk meet here very soon. All right, I knew it. I knew it.
What'd you know?
I knew it. We're out freezing our ass off, cooking,
Yeah?
and there's a fucking stove right there.
Yeah, dude, we're not cooking in here.
Why not?
Because it makes a huge mess. Did you fart in here? You
I
farted.
did. Oh, it was. He's gonna make a mess. Look at this mess he's gonna make.
I'm just boiling water, dude. It ain't gonna make a mess. What are you talking about? The cafe was closed, so chili mac it is, and it's delicious.
Well,
we haven't tried it yet.
Yeah, right.
I'll try it right now.
It's gonna be delicious because we made it. It is a chili mac with some sausage in there, and
Couldn't be better.
building up them calories for tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
So it's barely 8 o'clock. We're racking out. We have a big day planned for the morning, and if things pan out, it will be a long day, but a good long day.
This is day 3.
Day 3. 5:23 in the morning. It's 12 degrees outside. We're making coffee. Getting dressed. I'm gonna go out and get cold. -6 degrees. We just spooked a 3 mule deer about 150 yards out. We're still classing for elk. Just got to our spot. I'm gonna move into a location and just set up. Well, we only spent about 30 minutes in that spot. And he wants to move. It's a lot of open country out here. A lot of nice looking spots we can drive to. So we're at our next spot. Still a great overlook of the area where we saw the elk. Thick forest. There's gotta be elk within eyesight of us. We just gotta spot them. We're gonna walk over this ridge behind me there where that rock is. Overlook the far end of this valley. Definitely getting our hills done for the day, as well as our steps. We've already taken off a layer. It's probably still in the teens as far as temperature, but we're getting a workout in. That whole hillside behind me there, right back there. That's where we stalked them on our first day. So, it was our hopes, wishes, and dreams that they would be back. And we got here early again today. But so far, all we have to show for our efforts are some mule deer. And we already filled that tag. So we're gonna head back and walk the ridge where we shot that muley. Because we believe that group that we saw is still back in this ridge, back in those woods, and not far.
They're miles from here, I'm sure.
So, our first day, I hate to call it luck, but I guess that's really what it was. Certainly got us excited. But these last 2 days have proved that although there's a lot of them out here, I'm sure, they're not just going to let you walk up to them and shoot them behind the ear. You ever wonder why they called it Gilligan's Island?
Because of Gilligan.
Well, why not Professor's Island?
Mm-hmm.
He probably did more to try to get him out of there.
Yeah. Who brought that up?
I don't know, I just thought bubbled up. I mean, Gilligan's Island sure does have a ring to it, but... Okay, it's day 3, afternoon. We're tired. It's been hard. We were walking for miles up and down hills. And it seems like more and more we're going, is that an elk? No, it's a bush. Is that an elk? No, it's a bush. Every bush looks like an elk when you're desperate to see elk. We've glassed miles of territory. And we're kind of back at the same spot that we first saw elk that morning. Oh, that was great. So, I still feel really confident about this spot. So we're gonna go and do a little walk. So we got our ranges identified. It's actually warm.
Yeah.
I mean, the sun's baking on us right now, and it does not feel nothing like this morning.
Doesn't feel anything like this morning.
Fucking grammar Nazi. So we've been glassing for almost an hour and a half. Haven't seen anything moving. We're kind of determined to stick it out. Just to
Put our time in.
Yep, put our time in.
This is our second choice spot. We were headed to our first choice spot, and there was a truck in front of us. So we did the right thing. Decided to stay here, or come to this spot, which happens to be the spot where we killed the mule deer a couple days ago. But from this vantage point, we can see a lot of territory. So what I'm hoping for anyway is at least pick up on where the herd might be coming out of. And if we get a shot tonight, great. If not, at least we kind of know where they're hanging out. We might be able to get a jump start on them in the